Hello everybody and welcome back to Loud and Proud. I am going to be doing a Q&A with you guys here today, but I just wanted to really quick let you guys, those of you who may be newer, get a quick little peek here at the trucks. I'm sure most everybody has seen them by now. This is the 96 12 valve. This is my truck. I just bought this one a few weeks back. This is my dad's 2002 7.3 Powerstroke. This is my dad's 1992 12 valve, and my dad also has a 2013 6.7 KingRanch, and they're all great trucks. But I've not done a Q&A in I think 2.5 weeks, so I'm going to be doing a Q&A today. I'm not sure what questions I've been asked yet. I haven't even opened up my Snapchat messages. I just thought I'd leave them all for the camera and just kind of get my first reactions for every single one and just kind of answer them on the spot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are stopping in for the first time, definitely be sure and subscribe if you want to see more videos on all the trucks. Mostly the second gen right now. This is the highlighted truck right now because it's my truck and I'm the one paying for the mods and everything else on it. And so basically that's why I'm able to do as much as I want and whatever I want with my truck, because it's my truck and I have control over that. With my dad's builds, I get comments all the time. Just want to clear this up. I get comments all the time and they're like, why don't you do more videos with the second gen? Why haven't you done Powerstroke videos? Why haven't you deleted the KingRanch yet? I mean, my dad's a businessman. He has to run businesses and everything else, and so like he doesn't just sow all of his time and money into these trucks. And so like if he doesn't want to put a bunch of time and money into these trucks, you know, I can't just go out and just start, you know, doing random stuff, doing dumb stuff, modding them out. Like, I mean, that's up to him. It's his stuff. So I just wanted to clear that up real quick. So for those of you who might be wondering like why I haven't done videos on those trucks, why haven't I modded them out and stuff like that, like it's just one of those deals. So I'm going to get right into the Q&A here. Hopefully you guys sent over some pretty good questions, and if you want to add me for the next Q&A, always be sure and follow me on Instagram and follow me on Snapchat. You know, that's where I post my Q&A video Snap or Instagram thing where I ask, you know, hey, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below or leave me a message on Snapchat, and I will hopefully feature you guys in the video. So add me here. I'll leave my Snapchat somewhere up here, and let's get into the video. Yeah, guys, I just figured I would sit next to the first gen here since you guys haven't gotten to see too much of the first gen lately. So let's get into the video here. Let you guys see the truck a little bit. Let's see how many snaps I got here. I got quite a few. Got a bunch of people adding me right now as well. Okay, I'm gonna try to read off your names as I know them, or if I know how to pronounce them. Sorry if I don't. Wow, there's a lot of them here. Got a lot of you guys on here. Here we go. Okay, what's the biggest buck you have killed? Biggest buck, and this is from Redneck. My biggest buck I shot when I was 13 years old. I was archery hunting by myself, and I used my compound, and it was a 144-inch 10-pointer, and yeah, that was over in Ohio. That was my biggest deer. 13 years old with a bow. I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro. If you can read it, all these notifications. There you are, if you can read that. Sorry. Anyways, he says, what is your dream truck? To be honest, I'm not really, I think I've answered this in a different Q&A, but I'm not really sure what my, quote-unquote dream truck would be. I definitely don't have a dream car per se. I'm not really one of those kids that's just like, oh, I want a Ferrari, I want a Huracan, I want to, like, I could really care less about that kind of stuff. My dream vehicle would be a truck, but I haven't really put it, like a finger on like what would be, like that is what I would want for a dream truck. I haven't really thought that far ahead, I guess. I don't know, I really like the second gen Dodges. I've seen some really nice and well done ones, and they really catch my eye, and when I see them, I'm just like, that is a man's truck. Like when you see some of the 24 valves and or the 12 valves, or even like this truck behind me. Like, I mean, this truck, like when you see this truck, you're just like, dang, dude, that is a man's truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like. I like just bold and just a good looking truck, but I'm not really like too super biased on that. Like, it could be anything really. Like, I like the OBS Powerstrokes and stuff like that. So I guess if it's something, preferably probably old school 12 valve 7.3 square body style, kind of like this, and just mean with almost like a modern twist to like the wheel setup, the lighting and stuff like that. I think it would be pretty cool. Dalen, what is the most important thing to check / look for when you're going to look at a second gen Cummins? Man, I get kind of funny when people ask me these kind of questions. Not that it's bad to ask them, but I just feel like I'm the wrong person to be asking, these. Like, I don't know all the things. All I know is like, you want to check for blow by, which is when you have the oil cap off on the truck, idling. Leave the cap loose, let it see if anything builds up, remove it, and see if you see of like almost like a white steam come up out of the oil cap. You definitely want to check for like real bad play in the steering, get underneath, check the front end, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, you want to check for obviously leaks. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of things like for when you're looking for oil leaks, making sure it looks like a consistent stream. If you are, which is pretty normal for these old trucks, that's just how they are. They all leak. Every single one of these trucks leak oil, except for actually, surprisingly, my second gen does not leak a lick of oil. There's nothing under that truck ever, other than like a little bit of some. It's not oil, but there's some other little fluid of some sort. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like a very, 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 very minor amount. There's like a little dime-sized drop every couple days. Anyways, yeah, that's what I would look for. Blow by, excessive leaks where they shouldn't be. Check your differentials, see if there's leaking in your differentials. Transmission fluid leaks, I mean, I don't know, transmission pan, like stuff like that. But otherwise, I'm sorry, man, I would not be the guy to go to for like a for sure answer on that. Lauren, how do you feel about the new grille and bumper I just bossed I guess that's not really a question for you guys, but I think it looks good. What do you guys think? You guys can see it without the glare. I think it looks mean. Good job on that. Danny, what is your dream truck? Just answer that. But thanks for the question, man. Lucas or whatever. Are you going to have another Cummins alongside your current one in the future? Yes, I do plan on having another Cummins. I'm not sure if I would want to go towards something like newer, like common rail. If I want to go something like old school like this and almost do like basically like a stock ride truck, stanced out wheels, something like with a little bit of a modern, again, with a modern twist to the wheel setup, the lighting and stuff like that, but just make it look like a clean street truck. I would still want to have mud terrains on them, or at least probably just all terrains, but just something that's stanced, looks good, but it sits a little bit lower. Hunting question, longest kill shot taken with a compound. Compound question first. 46 yards. I shot a buck with a drop tine at 46 yards with my Hoyt when I was 14 or 15. I think it might have been 15. When I was 15 years old. I'm only 17 right now, but I think I was 15 years old and I shot my drop tine buck, which was at 46 or 48 yards, which is a pretty cool hunt. Truck question. Do you think older or newer trucks are better? In what regard? In terms of styling, I love the new trucks. In terms of styling, I love some of the old trucks. It just depends on the truck, depends on, you know, I guess who you're asking. I guess for me, if I can get my second gen set up perfect the way I want it in terms of restoration, like when it comes to all the mechanics, rust taken care of, stuff like that, new paint, everything color matched, the wheels and tires I want, everything. Shoot, I could go for an old school like second gen or even first gen just as much as I would a new truck. Just depends on how it's set up, is it deleted, all those other ins and outs. Can't pronounce your name, dude. But sorry. If you sold your 12 valve, what truck would you buy next? If I didn't have the 12 valve in the picture, maybe an OBS 7.3. I like those. I think they're good looking trucks. Chris, how much for one of the toolboxes? You know, I've contemplated whether or not I want to give away the toolbox or if I want to, like I'm talking about mine. I can't speak for my dad's, but I'm wondering if I want to give away my toolbox for like a giveaway, or if I want to do, or if I just want to upright and sell it to somebody. I feel like since I have so many people that want it, it would be more like one of those things where I could like give it away, so to speak. Like I could almost do like a giveaway, because we are getting close to 10,000 subscribers, so I want to thank you guys so much. We could be getting real close on 10,000 when you guys see this video. I was thinking about doing a giveaway, kind of like where basically to enter the giveaway you have to, for every $5 you would spend over on like my little Spreezy store, which you could, you know, you could get decals or a hat. And basically, if you get a $20 hat, let's say you get 4 entries, you buy a decal, and then you buy another decal, and you get, it's like $14.98 rounded up, you get 3 entries. Just something like that, just because like otherwise you're gonna have people that are just gonna come onto your channel, they're not even subscribed, they don't even care who you are, they're not supporting you, but they're just gonna leave a comment and say, put me in the, you know, giveaway, and then they win something. Or like you have an 8-year-old kid who says, hey, put me in the giveaway, and it's like, oh cool, if he wins, that's great. Doesn't even have a truck, has no use for a toolbox, and then let's say it doesn't work out and then I have to redo it or something like that. So I'd rather have like qualified, more grown people entering the giveaway, and I feel like by doing it that way to where you actually have to buy something kind of to get in. It's not like you're just like pitching in money for a ticket. You at least get some kind of product or, you know, service, I guess you could say, in return, but you now have the chance to win that, which also means that your odds of winning will go through the roof, because not everybody's going to want to spend, you know, a little bit of cash to possibly win. So I might do that. Let me know down in the comments below for sure whether or not you guys would be interested in something like that. You know, like I said, hat, get you 4 entries. If you bought a hat and a decal, you know, that would get you, you know, 5 entries. So something like that. I mean, I think it'd be cool, and it would definitely up the odds of you guys winning, because there's going to be a lot less people who are going to be entering, I would feel, because, you know, they have to pay something really, really small. But those of you who would, you know, be entered, you know, having multiple entries, you would definitely be more, you know, you'd be more apt to winning. Harlan, do you have a Chevy? I don't have a Chevy right now, but I did own a 2001 Silverado. Cody Green, do you ever consider putting a stack on your truck or lifting it? Only leveling it, and those videos can be coming very soon here, just waiting on some more parts. Like always waiting on parts to install other parts. It's kind of one of those deals that's been happening a lot lately. But yeah, and I do plan on putting twin stacks in my truck. Not like like the twin ones that are way spread apart, you know, corner of the beds, but twin stacks right beside each other, either 6 or 8 inch. Will Stefan, best truck for the money. Whew, man, that's really tough because it really just depends on where you are, what you're interested in, gas, diesel. I think you were referring to diesel. Man, it's hard to beat a 12 valve, but it's also hard to beat a 7.3, and I feel like right now you could probably find a 7.3 more reasonably priced than a, you know, second gen 12 valve or even a first gen 12 valve. It just depends, like I said, it just depends where you're at, what kind of money you have to spend. But I would definitely look, you know, whenever people tell me what would be the best first diesel to get into, I always send them back to the basics. You know, I would say second gen or 7.3. It really is just preference. Do you want square body? Do you want like a little bit newer look to it, you know, with the 02 to, you know, 99 to 2003 7.3s? And yes, they made 7.3s the early part of 2003s. But like I said, I would go 7.3 or 12 valve. Pretty safe bet. Michael Richardson, what do you mean by full-time YouTube? You don't have other jobs? I did actually I'm officially now full-time doing YouTube. Basically, I was working at an office and I'm no longer working there, but now I'm getting to the point to where it makes more sense for me to put all of my time into doing YouTube over that kind of stuff, so I can set more time into that, sink more time into that, you know, doing other things. And I do still do some mowing for like a local church and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm pretty much going to be fully reliant on YouTube. And I know there's going to be some people that are like, oh dude, that's dumb, you shouldn't do that. It's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not one of those people. Like, I didn't just go full-time YouTube just one day. It's like, okay, I'm just going to drop everything, I'm just going to start a YouTube channel. Like, I made sure I had something established before I decided I was going to go full-time YouTube. For my current needs, with what I can make on YouTube, I'm fine right now. And with the more available time that I'm gonna have, I'm just gonna sow more and more and more time into my YouTube channel to make it more profitable, to make better content, to make more quality content for you guys. And basically, that's in all end result, that's going to mean more videos and more entertaining videos. The more I can put in and the more I can get, you know, in terms of earnings, the more I can sink into my trucks. I'm just thinking out loud, but just like, that's just more that I can put into the channel to make things better, not only for myself, but better for you guys as well. Yes, that's what I mean by full-time YouTube. Luke, he says, what is your favorite year of the Cummins, or what is your favorite thing about your truck? Favorite years, plural, I'm gonna make that because I like the second gens and I like the first gens. If you could afford to buy a second truck, but not a Cummins, what would you buy? OBS 7.3. If you could diesel swap anything in the world, what would it be? Diesel swap anything in the world. Dude, that's very open. I like some of the old square body Chevys. If I had, like, I just like Cummins diesels, and if I can just put money into building those, I would just do that. But if I had to diesel swap something that wasn't diesel, I'd probably go with an old school Chevy, do a Duramax swap on it. I know that's been done, I think, a time or two now, but too many guys put Cummins into those old Chevys. I think it'd be cool to put like an LBZ in an old square body Chevy and make it a 4-door and everything else. I think it'd be. Would you ever want to be in the military? Probably not. You know, it's actually, it's kind of crossed my mind at a time, but currently, the way I'm thinking currently, I probably wouldn't. It's not, I don't have anything against it. I just like, it's just, with the way I am currently, my current situations and everything like that, like I probably wouldn't go that route. But I do appreciate everybody who is, you know, serving and who has served, you know, who's, you know, making it so I'm even able to do what I am doing right now. I really do appreciate you guys, and you guys make the real difference. When I say like likes, it makes a real difference and this kind of stuff. Like, I mean, that stuff's great. But like when it comes to our freedoms and freedom ain't free, you guys really do, I really do appreciate every one of you guys. What kind of trucks are you going to buy after the 12 valve build? Like I said, I probably would like to have another first gen because I am planning on moving this fall to Ohio and working on some trucks with my grandfather. In a previous Q&A, actually the last one that I did, he was in the Q&A, and I'm going to move to Ohio, and I'd like to do a first gen build with him because he used to have a first gen, and he still thinks they're just cool trucks, you know, like that's probably one of his favorite trucks, and unfortunately it was wrecked and everything else. And so if you guys want to go check out that video, definitely go check that out. It's going to be in my Q&A playlist, and it's a picture of my grandpa on there. It says GM employee only buys Dodge trucks. It's a really good Q&A. You guys would like that one. Luke, and I think this is the last question. What things did you look for in buying your 12 valve second gen? What made you want to buy a Cummins? What made me want to buy Cummins is the fact that they're different than what we've had before. I mean, of course, we have the first gen now, but basically we've only owned Powerstrokes. And as much as I love Powerstroke, you know, I just wanted something different. And I've seen a lot of guys buying Cummins now, and a lot of guys working on them. There's a lot of videos on them, and there's just a lot of helpful stuff, you know, in terms of the learning process. And, you know, I know a couple of buddies, and they have Cummins as well in terms of, not like close friends, but like I know some friends of friends, you know, that have the Cummins, and they love them, and they're like, dude, if you buy a diesel, get a Cummins. Like, I believe in them. They're great trucks. You know, they're just great little motors, and they'll just run a long time if you treat them right. Sometimes even if you don't treat them right, they'll run for a long time. And so that's just, but I just wanted something different and something else that people thought was a great truck as well. And I've got a lot of people who have said, you can't go wrong with a 12 valve. 12 valves are great trucks, first gen, second gen. Buy it, build it the way you want it, and you will be totally satisfied that you bought a Cummins. And so basically, that's what I went. It's a great beginner truck, I guess. Like I said, you know, I mean, there's just not a ton that can go wrong with them. There's always going to be stuff that can go wrong with those little trucks. I mean, especially up north. It's different from what I grew up around, and so that's what I want. Something different, but still simple, still reliable, something that I could still build, and it's not going to give me a lot of headache in the build process. And so basically, yeah, that's how I decided upon getting a second gen. I've been looking at them for months. Most of you guys hadn't had me on my Instagram, but I posted on my Instagram like 3 months ago. I posted a picture of a second gen, an extended cab long bed, and I said, just you wait. I said, in 2 months from now, I'm going to have a second gen Cummins, and what do you know? I have a second gen Cummins now. I got the money saved up, went out, bought one, money down on deck. I mean, all cash. I don't owe anybody for this truck. This is mine entirely, every bit of it, and I don't owe anybody anything, and so it just feels good to go that route versus having to go to the bank, get loans, stuff like that, which is understandable if you have to, but for me, I was just like, you know what, I want to pay for a truck outright, and that's the way I'm going to do it. That's how I ended up with a Cummins, and I kind of told you why I bought a Cummins. That is probably going to wrap up the video. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for stopping in. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not already, definitely leave a like on the video, leave a comment below, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
I'm trying to chase a dream, but everybody trying to stop me. They've been saying it ain't worth it and I gotta work a job, but I hit 100,000 now, they trying to tag along. I'ma live it every day, I'ma live it till my grave, I'ma live it like the summer, hope this life won't fade.